Hey everyone, Lisa here with your weekly wellness tip. And this week I wanted to do something just a little bit different because if you're watching this live or shortly after it's recorded, we're going through a coronavirus outbreak all over the world and here in the United States. And I wanted to help everyone with getting through the crisis, and hopefully this will be over soon and everybody will get out of it unscathed, or at least everybody that can. And my heart goes out, my prayers go out to everybody who's been affected by it. And I'm praying every day that everybody stays well and healthy and gets through this okay. But in the meantime, I wanted to help you get through this crisis with a few F words. And yes, I have used the four-letter F word several times during this crisis. I'm sure you have too. I'm an Italian from New Jersey. Can't help myself. I've also freaked out a few times. Another F word there for you. But when we're all finished with that, we need to get back to what I like to call the fundamentals. We need to get back to the basics. Make sure you have your food, make sure you have water, make sure you have shelter, clothing, and all of the essentials, because the fundamentals and the basics are where we want to gain our power and control from. And we want to make sure that we have all of those so we can relax a little bit more. And I find taking inventory, organizing, and making a plan to actually get my fundamentals in place it's very helpful to do that. And I've done that already, and for some reason, some of my fundamentals might run out soon, but I'm going to go and get some more as soon as I can. And hopefully the grocery stores will stay open and everything will be there and in place for us to get these fundamentals. If you are struggling with those, please, another F word is to reach out to friends or family. And there are agencies as well that are out there to help you. And you can do this by phone or Facebook and any other means that you see fit to get everything you need. So make sure that you're reaching out, because as isolated as we are, we still have the means to communicate and contact friends, family, agencies, each other, groups, and coaches. And there are still people out there available to help. So make sure you're reaching out, and like I said, use your phone, use Facebook, or whatever means that you have. The next thing, make sure you have all the facts. Now, I know that there's a lot of news hype out there and there's a lot of figures out there, but the facts are the facts. And I like to go on the agency's websites, whether it's a government website or it's the CDC or the health organization. Just get on the websites and find your own facts, and make sure that if you get facts from the news that you double check them, because they're not always 100% accurate. And more so, I would say that they're not telling you the entire story. So there is a bigger picture. There always is. I know they only have so much time to report different segments, but sometimes they do like to sensationalize those segments. So make sure you're getting your facts and you're going to the source. So another F word I like to use in a time of crisis is find. It's about finding yourself, but you're going to find strength within yourself. Okay, you're also probably going to find a lot of time during this crisis, because we're all supposed to be quarantined, and we're all supposed to be staying home and kind of just keeping to ourselves and keeping our distance. But you might even find a few socks along the way. You know, those missing socks in the laundry. But when I talk about find, you want to find new ways of doing things. I know we're all going to come up with a lot of creative ways of doing things. And if you're watching this on Facebook, please feel free to post below some of your F words and maybe some ways that you've found new ways to do things. Okay. Let's see. Oh, another one of my F words. Now, this one is something that women go through more than men, but feelings. We want to honor our feelings. Okay. We're all going to have our little freakouts that I talked about before. We're all going to be like saying, oh my gosh, what do I do? How do I handle this? How do I get through this? But you want to honor those feelings And then you want to seek help where you can. Again, reach out to family and friends. Use your phone, use Facebook. There are plenty of support groups out there. Please don't sit alone. Make sure you recognize your feelings, you work through them. If you cannot work through feelings on your own, make sure you pick up the phone and call a hotline. And like I said, you can find the information on a website, on Facebook, in groups, and even your local community, and at us.gov. And also the cdc.gov has a lot of information for people who need hotlines or helplines, and make sure you're getting over there if you have a phone or obviously a computer and internet to do that. If not, just go to your local facilities. I know our local police station has a little area there that you can walk in and let them know what you need. So feelings, very important. Recognize, work through, and get help if you need it. The next thing is going to sound a little bit ironic. Freedom. We don't have a lot of freedom in these times because a lot of us are told to stay home. Some people are on what they call lockdown, but you can still go to the grocery store, you can still go to the pharmacy, whatever you need to do, or send someone else. But freedom is basically releasing what's not in your control. So I have gotten a lot of freedom the past week or so. Rationalize in your head about what you can do and take control of and what you can't take control of. So we really don't have a lot of control about this virus, but we do have control in our own bodies, on how we wash our hands, how we practice our hygiene. And if you go to lisaandpepe.com, there is a whole 45-minute training and blog post all about how to practice really good hygiene during these times. Health hygiene is what I'm talking about, and also how to boost your immune system. But we need to free ourselves from what's not in our control and take control of the things that we can. And the more we do that, actually, the better we will feel. I know it helps me to know I'm in control. And I think that's why they said everybody's hoarding toilet paper. It makes them feel like they're doing something and they're taking control. But please leave some for the rest of us. Thank you. And make sure that you are freeing yourself from controlling others, because when we try to control others, we just make ourselves miserable. Ask me, I have tried over the years many, many times, and I still do. It's human nature, but you want to free yourself from the things that are out of your control. Of course, express your feelings to others, family members or friends that might not be practicing as good of health hygiene as you would like, and let them know, and then free yourself from it, because you can't control what they do, and just hope that they do the right thing. The next thing is to face your fears with a smile. Now, I know this sounds really shallow in times like this, but there are some things, again, we don't have control over, and we're going to be afraid of them. And I have honestly thought about every scenario possible for myself, some of my family members, my friends, even my fiance, who is working and had to travel a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks in a row. So I had no control over that, and I was very afraid of him catching the virus. I'm afraid of family members catching the virus, but I have to face those fears. And again, rationalizing it and letting go of what's not in your control just a little bit gives you that freedom to rationalize and act appropriately and do what you need to do for yourself and get back to those fundamentals. Reach out to your family and your friends and do all of those other things, okay? And above all, have faith. I am not sure of what's going to happen, and I am praying. Whatever you do, whatever form of faith you practice, it doesn't have to be religious. It could be spiritual or just a faith in energy or the universe or whatever it is. Just have faith. Always have faith and hope that it's going to turn out okay. Unfortunately, I do realize that this is a very serious situation, And not everybody is going to be okay, but I do pray that everyone that I know is going to be okay. And I have faith and hope that they will, and have faith that we'll all get through this, and have faith in yourself, have faith in others. And I know that's hard sometimes. That sounds like an oxymoron as well. But, sometimes when you see something like I like to do, I always like to go find the facts, and I present the facts to maybe another person who I think might just be uninformed, or they might not have all of the facts. So basically, you have faith, but you're also seeking out facts and the support of friends and family members. And when we put all of our F words together, hopefully we will be feeling better about ourselves and about the situation, and we will all come together and be better for it. I'm seeing some lessons that I'm learning. I'm sure you're learning many. And let's try to think of it in that way. And of course, post in the comments below this video. Please let me know what your feelings are about this, and try to keep it positive. But also, let's come together as a community, and let's try to think about each other, and also, take care of each other. And we can do that through the group that this is going to be posted in, and I might very well post it on my personal page, and it'll be on my blog post and a few other places. And I hope you will be able to go through the list that I gave you and add a few more of your own, and let's see what you come up with. And if you still have to say the 4-letter F word once in a while, that's okay. If you have a little freak out, don't be down on yourself. That's okay too. Just work through that and get through it, and then get back to the fundamentals and all those other F words I spoke about, okay? So I'm praying for you all. God bless. I hope that everybody makes it through this okay, and stay healthy, stay well. And if you need me, you can find me on Facebook at lisambpepe.com. In the on the front page, you'll see there is a sign-up form for my wellness audios, plus my free Facebook group, and it'll get you in there. So just go over to lisambpepe.com and do that if you haven't already. If you're already in my group, I'm so happy you're here with me, and we will talk more about wellness, and I'm going to try to relate it as much as I can in the next week or so to what's going on in our world with this coronavirus. And please feel free to comment on any of my videos or posts in my group or on my pages, and I will talk to you soon. Stay well, stay healthy. Bye-bye for now.